Hello and welcome, this is High Templar, and I wanted to show you another video about Rome 2 Total War mechanics. In the series of videos about Total War mechanics, and this will be something slightly different that you would see on other channels elsewhere. At least I haven't found such a video, and this will be about the gameplay mechanic, the strategy map mechanic, basically, not a battle mechanic. And there will be series of these videos. First, I wanted to start with something that's always working, something that is very how to put it, something that you would find useful for every faction, basically, something universal. So I will start the campaign and show you any campaign really, and then in the later videos I will show you some things about the particular faction groups, like, you know, all the Celtic factions, all the Hellenistic factions, all the Rome is single faction, but there are many families you can play, so in essence they are also different. So I will show you what I think about those, what I think they should be played, and what I think you could get from the game, because I haven't seen something like that anywhere on the internet. So, and this we will start with politics, and we will start with economy and stuff like that. So let's just start any campaign. Now, Rome is actually an interesting example, but not the best example, because most of the factions don't have so many families. There is only your family and like other chiefs or other basically like you and others.
Tuscan League. March north.
So this is not so interesting. Firstly, you would see those objectives, which are very cool if you can finish them quickly. And in the case of Rome, you can finish this very quickly. To control 2 provinces, this is basically Italy, which you can have in 3 turns, and Magna Graecia, which pretty much you can have very quickly. Actually, Italy you should have in 3 turns or 4 turns. So, and this gives you money. Sometimes gives you a lot of money. So you can. So even here you can see that they are pushing you to do exactly that. And you probably won't be able to do this unless you go to Alalia, which would be more problematic unless you use your fleets correctly.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
You can get Alalia very shortly on if you use it right, if you do this right, like buy lots of ships, put there and fight a hard battle. But those javelins and those principes, there is only 120 of them, but those this garrison will have nothing on them, really. So if you have lots of javelin men, which are good against cav, and those principes, you would be able to actually win, take Alalia very shortly, like with this, really. Funny thing is that you can actually, or you can get some mercenaries if you wish. You can't right now, but you can just go very closely. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about economy and politics. Politics is something very important that most people do underestimate a lot. So you have here your leaders, and we are actually very lucky because we are born leader, which gives us gravitas per turns. And this is first thing you should do. You should secure promotion for every guy from your family, basically. This is a free promotion, and this promotion is giving you even more gravitas per turn, and it lowers your upkeep for your army, which is excellent. Now, you gain, now we've topped from 20 something to 30 something % of influence. You would see that 20 something influence is giving us very little. So so going to 30, it gives us 1 public order per turn for entire empire, and plus 1 public order. So this is not very much. But most of the other factions, if you start playing, you can go straight into beloved just by securing 2 promotions for the guys from your family. And this is like from 2% plus percentage to 5, from 2 public order to 6, from 1% tax rate to 5% more, and more molar for units. So this is extremely important. How do you get more of those? Basically, guy have to be 25-year-old to get another promotion, and you have to pay for it, but it is worth it, really. Head of your family, when you're promoting him, will get you more senators, tribesmen, elder chiefs, whatever. So promoting him is the best, and he can only get promotions when he gets more ranks, basically here. For 1 promotion per each rank, basically. So you get that by fighting this guy. So you need to get this guy in a battle. Also, you will gain gravitas just by fighting battles. And whenever you are fighting battles with other guys, like with this guy from Canaria family, he will get gravitas. And this is basically bad. And this guy is from Maritime, he's from House Unia. So what you can do, for example, if you are planning to get this guy a fight in Alalia, you can, and it will be really worth it, replace this guy with someone from your family, like this guy. You will get -4 senators for that. But this guy, if you are lucky and is 20, you could secure him right away and get even more senators. Actually, you lost less than 1% and get even more senators. We need to get rid of this. Actually, assassinating her would be in our disfavor because we will lose more senators. That it's worth it. Divorce, it would be even worse. So we will So you have to, at the beginning of the game, it would be useful to assassinate her. Even if you can't succeed once, you can succeed another time. And it would be good to recruit such a guy in another family. If you are recruiting new general, like this one from House Julia, from any other houses. Not this guy because he's already there. So let's get some commander that we want to recruit in Rome. And now let's see him. So this guy is traveling. Where are you? Actually, he just once you got this guy, he became a head of the family because he has higher gravitas than this guy. But this guy is, but you can adopt this guy with some loss of senators if he is a good one. Only if he has if he is the guy that you will use, you can adopt him. Not always adoption is not. This is not always an option because for now you will lose 4% of senators and you don't really want to do that, but sometimes guys are just too good and you will be using them. Each time you fight a battle with this guy, he will gain gravitas. So if I go right now
Ready for orders.
with my general
The way is blocked. Make haste,
and
men.
take Velatri,
We take this settlement for Rome!
So I've taken Velatri.
We hunger for battle.
He got more gravitas by 2, but now we can secure promotion, right? Straight away, and we are at 44%. And I told you exactly. So there is a first turn of the game, and we've got from here to here. So this is plus 4%, plus 3 public order, plus 3 public order, plus 1 tax rate, and plus 4% to units morale. And we can get further with this. So can you see, so as you can see, this is a very powerful tool. And even with the first promotion, we can get this guy even more gravitas. So now this general is actually getting us, because of the Born Leader and Questor and Warrior, plus 4 gravitas per turn. And yeah, so this is politics. And in the politics, you want to be probably somewhere here in like 10 turns. You really should strive, and this money you will spend will be really worth it because of additional tax rate, which in most cases will give you a lot, and public order and research rate. Obviously, you have to measure it. It's not worth every time. So now let's dive into economy a bit. And first thing you want to do is to build some money, basically. This is Rome, and this seems like a good idea, but you don't really want to. This will be the province that will be your cash cow. When you see that Italy is right now bringing you 2000 wealth, everywhere that you have your capital, this capital will bring you to this province 1500 gold on any difficulty level, really. I'm playing legendary right now, so. And this is huge, and if you tax this province, you will get more, 15% more out of it. You want to build a shrine of Zeus, a shrine of Jupiter, for Zeus for Hellenistic, Jupiter for here, because it will give us more tax harvesting and more wealth from all sources. So this is crucial. However, only when we have entire province, but we will have this entire province. And we want to secure most money, and these buildings, for example, suburbia, is something you really want to build in Rome. You can decide to go either military with this province or money. I would suggest strongly money, but this is an option you can choose because Rome has a special feat of +2 army recruitment capacity. But it's up to you. I would still choose money, and this will return to you in 8 turns. So this is excellent building that you can buy. This will 14 turns to get, and it's not really that worth it because you will have entire province very shortly. This provincial instability will be going down, and you will get some public order from the Shrine of Jupiter, and you will probably build another building to keep your public order in check. I would tear it down. So those are buildings that you will get back very shortly. Pit mine is not that worth it at this point of the game because you need to go here to get a shaft mine that is really worth something. 300 gold, right? Extremely worth is harbor, because it will bring you from 30 to 180 gold just for. So this is going back to you in like 11 turns basically. It costs you food, but you shouldn't worry about that much. You are getting additional wealth from agriculture. It is arguable should you do this, because Cosentia, if you build food in Cosentia, it would be better, and you could, but it would be very good to build here something for food and then go even further and go with the cattle pens. This will bring you food, but this will also bring you money, a lot of money, because you can build cattle pens level 3 that brings you 175 gold in pretty much every faction, very fast. And this is huge money bringer, and you don't always have time to go through all those research here to get the shaft mine when it comes to money. The other very good option is to build gymnasia, which gives you both public order and money. It is very good building. I strongly recommend it. Better for public order is obviously a building in the city center that brings you money, but there are better buildings that will bring you money here, and you could build gymnasia in here, or you could buy, you know, Shrine of Jupiter, which we should probably do in the next turn. In here, this is actually very interesting case, because something for the general strategy. Usually your second province should be put into the military use, and you should not build those buildings in the capital of the province. No, you shouldn't. Those buildings should be built in here, and you can build here buildings that are actually boosting your troops. So if you go to the research here, you will see practice field that later can be upgraded very fast to practice castrum and target suns, which will boost your defense and missile troops. And missile troops, for example, if you have troops that are both melee and javelin throwers, like two arrow spears, like agrarians, this is a very good. It would be excellent to build both of those here, for example. Wait for the practice fields and build them those. Also, it would be very good to build those whenever you have a province that brings you. Whenever you have a province with a port that is not your main money bringer, build it here and build some shrines to Poseidon or Neptune, which I will go to more length later. Those will boost your ships basically. If you go to see here, and the Shrine of Neptune actually doesn't boost your ships like the Shrine of Poseidon. However, it brings maritime commerce. So in the province where you have 3 ports like here, or 4 ports like in Africa, 10% and then 20% I believe, maritime commerce translates to roughly 36 gold per port, because those ports will bring you first 180 and then 360 gold, which is huge. So this is something to consider. So what else? So this is economy basically, and you really want to build that economy very fast. Build stuff that brings more economy to you. And other very important thing is dignitaries. You really want to go to dignitaries as fast as possible and level them, because dignitaries will bring you
How
even
may I
more money. Whenever you are you put dignitary into your main province, that brings you money, like with your capital, and it will boost your economy very visibly. You can get, even from the very beginning, you can get more than 200 gold per turn from this guy, and in 20 turns it will be even more. So we are talking about tens of thousands gold, really. Tens of thousands, I'm not joking. And upkeep
My
for, there is
skills
no
are
upkeep
yours.
for agents. Basically, agents are also very useful, because this guy, for example, is not that great, but many occasions you will see agents that, here, my plus campaign movement rate, which is absolutely great. You might see me using that in my Epirus campaign, but here you can get wealth from culture, which is not that great. But here, this is actually excellent. This is actually excellent choice, because here you have minus 4% line unit recruitment costs. If you level up this guy, it will be minus 8, and wherever you are recruiting new army, which costs like I don't know how. I mean, the single unit like Hastati costs you 350. If you are Principe, that's 700. If you are building army of 20 troops, each worth 700, that is 14,000 gold, and minus
What do you wish of
10% or
me?
minus 8%. That is
At your
huge amount of
service.
money that you will get. And even better are agents that will bring you decrease the upkeep of your
My
armies, so you can
skills are
put it into the
yours.
main army and decrease that.
At your command.
So sorry, military agents and actually dignitaries, every kind of agent is worth gold in his way. So this is basically your economy. You don't want to have too many places when you are building troops, because you want to have those practice fields. You want to build troops that are boosted by these passive bonuses to missile damage, to attack, to defense. It's even better if you have, for example, cells, because those boosts are visibly higher and you got them pretty much without any effort. You must, with all other factions, you need to actually spend some research to get the good ones, like here. But even if you go here, you already have plus 10% to defense, plus 10% to missile damage, if my memory correct, it serves me well, and plus 5% to attack. And with your mid-tier troops, this is excellent thing, and you will only recruit troops here and then transport them somewhere else. So what else? If you are getting a province, you should get it as fast as
At your
possible,
command.
just to decrease this provincial instability. And if you have, and when you are controlling this province, when your armies are
Commander,
inside,
I want hourly
when you are
reports.
controlling the, when you have a good public order, because public order is also a very good tool. Your medium public order gives you nothing, that positive public order gives you significant boost to growth and taxes. So you want to go, so it's often very useful to go first normal tax level, only -5 public order, lower is not really that useful. Put those politics up as far as possible, so you get more public order, and boost it as fast as possible here to even build even build another temple just to put it higher, and then tear it down and then start taxing it, you know, more harshly. And this will bring you a lot of money later on. And this basically also you can see I'm doing in my Epius campaign. When you are attacking someone and are not sure about what they have, if you are attacking someone and actually I forgot what I wanted to say. Anyway, you want to secure province very fast. You don't want to. If you are not sure if you will be able to keep a city, you don't want to spend a lot of money on the city, because when whoever will attack it, if I'm for example building it here and it takes two turns or 3 turns here, and somebody will take it, you will lose that 1,700 gold, and this is huge. Even more if you are building later buildings. So you need to be relatively sure that you can hold it. And this loss of money is not only 1,700, but this money you would be able to put in other places, and the return would be even greater. Okay, so this is for politics. This is for economy. You obviously want to, when you are recruiting your armies, you want to get units that are less upkeep first if you are building new army, and units that are greater upkeep later, because it will save you those money. And you might think that this is not much, but if you only have 3 slots and this is 5 turns of building an army, or 6 turns of building an army, this will add up, and basically you are adding up. Sometimes you will get a general that has something that makes troops cheaper, on buildings cheaper. You can use it, and you want to also look very hard on what is it? Romanization, which you want to put into newly conquered provinces, or there is also edict that you will see in Hellenic factions that will bring down recruitment cost by 15% and building cost by 10%. And if you are spending, so it's worth to wait 1 turn. Sometimes you need to figure it out, because this, for example, brings you 100 per turn, and it will be hard to, you know, beat that. But sometimes it's worth to wait 1 turn and then spend 10,000 gold on single province to bring up all those buildings and pay 10% less. So yeah. So I guess this is mostly what I wanted to say, and you will see that most people will not use it correctly. They will not build harbors, they will build fishing ports, when cattle pens will bring them enough food, and quite frankly it will bring a lot of money, and those trading ports will bring even more money, and they are struggling with keeping their armies. When it comes to technologies, you will see that early technologies will bring you a lot of positive income. Here I have 1% from agriculture, which is not very much, but going in here, plus 2 tax rate. This is great. This gives me plus 3% tax rate, but this is not incremental, so it's actually plus 1% from here to here, and this is 6 turns, right? Minus 5% corruption is not worth it at the beginning of the game, because your corruption will be very low, but in general, this is something that you might want to consider. And if you go here, +3 wealth from 3% from agriculture and decrease of cost of buildings is very good, and +2% wealth from the commerce and trade agreements is also very cool, and you can build wine trader. The other thing that you need to do is you need to build a fleet. Sorry, I said fleet. Or yeah, I do have. Sorry, this is Neapolis, so I should be able to build a fleet, right? Or I can because I cannot afford it. But
what do you wish?
Yeah, this is troublesome a bit,
Ready for orders.
but you need to build a fleet and start discovering a world. You would see this. This is what I've done in, for example, Epirus campaign, when by turn 20 or 25 I had discovered every faction on the map and I could do trade agreements with them. Of course, not everybody wanted to trade with me,
For the
but
sake
some
of friendship
wanted,
that has been
and
and
sometimes you
friendship
can
to
milk
come.
money from them.
Greetings. Now, let us seek.
Like 200
The
I got
gods of
here. Maybe I
Olympus
could do more.
rejoice when.
And I got 200 more from this trade agreement, and now I can afford to build twice a fleet. Right? Probably get these guys from Romelia. This fleet will be discovering, so I need this 3M basically, because the upkeep cost is 150 and I need to get it back fast.
Ships to port.
And this fleet will be traveling all over the world basically in the next few turns and discovering me more factions that I can trade with. And what else? And this will bring you from 2 to 10,000 gold by the turn 20. Yes, 10,000 gold. You heard it right, per turn. And if you get these buildings, firstly you will get 2% more out of it, and with 12,000 this is 200 more for 3 turns of research, and then you can get wine trader, which will increase your trader agreement money even more by 6% and 12 I believe, and you can get a very good building Amphora Kiln, which would be great to build here because it will increase your commerce, and this is commerce. Harbors are commerce. So also focus early on your usually this depends from faction to faction, but if you have a faction like Egypt, Carthage, Rome, Seleucids, you want to push more into the economic first. So yeah, I guess I wanted to show you this. I also wanted to show you one more thing because many people do that during the gameplays, and I wanted to discourage you from doing that. Whenever they are fighting someone that is of different culture of them, they would raise the settlement, and this can actually bring huge economic. This actually could be very bad economically. So this is one of my conflict gameplay, like 45 turns in. You could see that I have decent income, but this is only decent. So 17 from taxes and 9,000 from trade. However, mostly trade is low because I conquered a lot of people I was training with. So here, let's get those guys who are clearly not my culture. Just auto-resolve it very fast. You shouldn't I should not auto-resolve it normally because it's the chariots and car. Obviously. So I've occupied this settlement. Many people would raise it. And what they do not realize is that right now I got buildings that brings me money 220, and even if they raise it, they would still have to pay 2000 to build it. Here I have a trade slaver, which is very costly building, and it would disappear. And those buildings would disappear, but this gives me an ability to recruit seated chariots, and this Cappadocian cavalry and citizen cap. And even further, imagine this guy. I actually conquering this guy, and he has a level 3 port in here, which costs, building it costs, first you need to build a port, and then you need to build this guy 170, and this guy, which costs 3000 and some. This is with discount I get from somewhere, or this cattle pens, which you have to spend another few thousand on. So later in the game, it would be much better to just transform it, because transformation cost, as you can see, is a lot less than building cost. And in here I have a slave trader. I can change it into amphitheatron for 300 only, or to my favorite wine trader, which gives me 6% tariff income, and I could build it even more. So not my culture, but totally worth it, and it will be it will give me less provincial instability and less conquest. So yeah, I guess this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted to share, and in next videos I will show you how to play some different factions, in the groups, like Celts in one, Hellenistics in one, and Rome in one, or Rome with Carthage. I'm not sure how I will do it. So I hope you will learn something. I probably know most of it, but as you can see, you can build significant economy very shortly, and significant economy means many armies, and many armies means lots of land by the turn 35, as you can see here. This is turn 35, and I wasn't even steamrolling. This is like playing it cool, building alliance with Seleucids and stuff like that. So I guess I will see you, or you will hear me actually in the next episode of this series. Bye.